Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-8. It's the Tier 6 Soviet SPG located on the south spawn of mines. This one is under the command of Targy and it's on his NA account. Yes, some of us have more than one account available. In fact, I actually have quite a few. I've actually opened accounts with, well, virtually every server except the RU one. But at the moment, I have three active accounts on, four active accounts on EU. Oh, direct hit right on the front of that Saladin. And one on the NA server. Yes, in fact, technically two accounts on NA, but only one that's actually active at the moment. So yes, I do have a lot of accounts. Yes, it is 4 accounts on the EU. He fires his second one in and just misses Saladin. Saladin, as I should pronounce it. He's got the perfect position to actually get shots on these enemy tanks as they come in. He's reloaded. Right, that guy's going back to make the biggest mistake of his life because, yeah, he got penetrated there. It's 550 Alpha, and he just lost 541 hit points from one shot, which means he definitely got a low roll penetration. Okay, so the enemy's still trying to capture the hill, but they're doing it piecemeal. And he can't get a proper aim on the Jackson just yet, but he can hit this M445, and I think that one went long. Okay, he's marked the targets. He's lined up to take a shot, but he just needs a shell in the breach. This is one of the fastest, well, it is the fastest reloading Tier 6 bar the FE304, which is actually quite a bit faster, but doesn't have the weight of shell. Okay, he's trying to get that Jackson. Fires one in, doesn't connect. I think he's going to have to move slightly to the east. He has got another teammate in that position, but if he doesn't move over there, he's not going to be able to get shots on that VK or the other tanks unless they go into the castle grounds. Okay, he's loaded. That's going to overshoot. Yes, you can see that it's going to overshoot. And when he tries to pull the aim back, it intercedes with the hill. So now he's moving. Now he can hit it. Go for it. Direct hit right on the front of the vehicle, but only 108 because it was well angled. Okay, he's now decided to go into the castle grounds because he feels safer in there, but actually you shouldn't feel safer, you should feel less safe. And now he's parked himself sideways, and that one hit him in the rear. In fact, it tracked him, both tracks. In fact, actually he's got some damage assist there, or stun assist, because the vehicle was still stunned. Now, is he going to make the mistake of coming in? Well, first round. Oh, that one hit the rock face. Yeah, it actually hit the rock face on the way in, so he didn't get that shot on target. Now, he can actually get a shot at an SU-100M1 that's just to the east of the castle, but he is actually having difficulty trying to line up a shot on the other tanks. Oh, and the BK just killed our M6. So that's unfortunate. In fact, it looks like there's other tanks he's firing at, including the Striv 74, who's on the east side of the hill. They got rid of that SU-100M1, but this guy is still being a problem. Rounds out. Blind hit. In fact, both Artys hit him simultaneously there. So he's probably very angry, but I can hear the rumble of Arty, and I think Arty at the other end of the map is now trying to counter battery him. The Hummel and the SU-8 on the enemy team. Now the SU-8 might have the range to fire over the entire range of the map. We don't know about the Hummel though, because he might actually have the short range howitzer. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's a good hit. It did hit the vehicle. It didn't pen, but it did hit the vehicle. We lost 250 hit points from that one. If the enemy RT is starting to be a problem, you need to change positions. So I reckon we're going to see another RT strike come in because he saw the damage he got the first time and he's going to try it again. Lining up a shot in the Dicamax. Wait for that rumble. Bounce out. Well, no, we didn't see that, but I'm sure that the enemy RT will have noticed that shell. He's backing up. Yeah, he's causing damage, and that's going to give a signature as to where he is as well. You don't want to give away any indication of where you actually are. So, causing damage like that to a building. Luckily, the enemy RT is now focusing on somebody else. In fact, he was trying to go after one of our teammates in... I'm not sure which one it was. It may have been the Panther that he was trying to get. But the problem is that he will come back. He knows that there are RT in that particular vicinity. In fact, there normally are in every game. And there's the VK up on the hill, just on the wrong side of it at the moment. Targy trying to line up a shot, but it's not working. That guy is protecting himself. So normally, what he should do under these circumstances, aim ahead. Yep, there you go. He can see that SMZ CC56, and he can get a shot. And in fact, the VK just went down to the other SU-8 who had a much better angle on that guy, so he was able to get the shot in. But we're down to just 4 players left on our team. 2 Arty, 2 medium tanks. And those medium tanks are the FV4202 and the T44-100. Well, the T44-100 is an experienced player, and he's right up the other end of the map at the moment, but I don't think he'll be there for long. Whereas the FV4202, he's not an experienced player. In fact, he's fairly inexperienced, which is why he's still sitting guarding the base rather than actually trying to protect the corners. There's an enemy Progetto out on the South Island over to the west, and now we've got a Challenger and an AMX trying to make their way in. In fact, the Challenger's almost in the cap area now. The FV4202 has actually noticed this, but he's moving too late. Now, we've tried to auto-aim on. We have auto-aimed on to the Challenger. I think at this range, you're going to have to manually aim. He does get a hit, and he takes down the Challenger. He stunned the FV4202, but I don't think he'll mind that because, of course, he needed that Challenger to lose hit points quickly, and he did. And we're reloading quickly as well. This RT normally has to reload 19.65. He's got 17.01. He's loaded. He's auto-aimed on. He's turning the vehicle. And he puts another round in, but both enemy RTs hit, and Targy's out the game, I'm afraid. But he did get a strike on the AMX M445 before he died. And the other SU-8 managed to hide himself. And I think that the enemy didn't realize there were 2 RTs in this corner of the map. But of course, when they look at their scoreboard and they see there's still 1 RT remaining, they'll probably come back. So now's the time for the SU-8 to make a quick getaway if he can. In fact, I would say quickly get out of that corner, put a round up the rear of the AMX M445. Oh dear, now he's got a problem because the M4A1 FL10, the Sherman with an FL10 turret, is now taking up position on top of the hill. And yes, they do know that the SU-8's in this corner now, so he can't get away. He can't come out. He's kind of stuck here. And if the SU-8 stays there, then, well, the RT probably can't get him from the current position. He's over there in the corner. He's lined up, ready to attack the moment somebody comes around. Okay, they're coming into the cap area. Let's get into a position where we can see what happens next. Well, they're about to appear. There they go. Oh, he got a shotgun. He took out the M445. But what's going to happen next? The Arty can hit him, actually. I think the SU-8, yes. That's the SU-8, I think. And here comes the SMV. It was inevitable in the end. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the 3rd class tanker for Targy in the SU-8. He managed to get his first mark of excellence out of that game, as well as a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 7, and his win rate was 2,447. He sent this one in because it was a fairly good game in the SU-8, and of course he got his first mark, but sadly, I think he was in the wrong position, and towards the end of the game, actually, I felt that Yes, it was getting more and more difficult for him to use that position because that building right next door to where you were sitting actually does block a lot of the shots, and it's the wrong angle on the hill. But nevertheless, he did get his first mark, so therefore he's happy. He actually, if we look at the team score, we can see he didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the BK4502A on the enemy team. He got a high caliber and a top gun for 3,986 hit points of damage. Second highest damage went to the Carnarvon on Targy's team with 2,328. And Targy got third place on 2,081 hit points. So he was busy, but that corner's not the best corner to play from actually up there. When it came to kills, it was the VK again. He got 6 kills out of that one, a top gun. 4 kills went to the other SU-8 on his team. The guy was still alive right up until the last moment. He got 4. And 3 kills went to the AMX M445 on the enemy team, who wasn't really paying attention to the fact that Targy was there and paid for it because he got absolutely hammered. He got 3 kills. When it came to Targy, I'm afraid he didn't get any kills at all out of that one. In fact, missed out on getting a Confederate as well. When it came to base XP, we can see that Targy's got the highest on his team, but not the highest overall. VK4502 got 1,373, so he was definitely the best player in the game. The only player over 1,000 base. 967 went to the AMX M445. And 758 went to the Jackson on their team, with Targy coming up behind with 609. He fired 14 rounds, so a good amount of ammunition fired, but not all of them hit target. He only got 7 direct hits, 2 penetrating shots in the game. I think we can probably see which ones actually were penetrating shots if we look at the list, and I'm pretty sure that at least one of them was the Saladin. Yes, it was. The Saladin took a hit. He lost 797 hit points, but he did take a penetrating shot. The other one that was penetrated... it's not the enemy SU-8. So he did hit the enemy SU-8. Was it the AMX M445? Yes, the AMX M4. He took a big hit and 609 hit points of damage lost. So there's the ones that were actually penetrated. He actually did 2,081, of which 1,275 were at more than 300 meters. So he did do a fair amount of damage, 800 hit points, less than 800, at close range. And he also received 2 hits from the enemy, 1 penetrating shot, 4 splashes from the enemy Arty. He got hit before they turned up, before the tanks turned up in the neighborhood, because, of course, he was firing from a fairly obvious position. And it might have been better actually to move from that position after he got hit. There's another spot that you can go to, which is quite good for firing Arty from, but he didn't take the chance to do that. So consequently, he was still there when the enemy Arty spotted him. So 6 enemy vehicles were damaged, none were killed, 888 hit points of stun assist of 8 stuns. So he did hit 6 tanks, but he didn't get a Confederate, I'm afraid, because somebody else did better. On a premium count, he actually earned 32,426 credits from that game, and he got 913 XP. And I think this is just to mark the fact that he did get his first mark of excellence, and he did work as hard as he could, but as I say, it's probably not the best position to fire at from that corner. I think the other Arty, the other SU-8, actually had the right position. If you go further to the right, you get a better angle on the tanks that are actually up on the hill and the entrance to the hill. Whereas if you go further to the left, which is where Targy was, you can actually shoot at the tanks on the right-hand side of the map, but not so great for aiming to the entrance. The alternative, of course, is to move either further back behind that already damaged building, or alternatively go over to the far west side of the map, not the island, but there's 2 firing positions which you can use, and you can focus from that position instead. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And we've got some more great videos coming up. In fact, I've had a lot of videos being sent recently because of the holiday ops. I'm being overwhelmed with a huge number of replays. Plus, I'm trying to play the game myself over the Christmas period, which is why there's been a few days where no replay has come out. And I do apologize for that, but it's because I'm trying to get some game time in myself. But I will be coming back and producing as many as I can over the Christmas period. So please do be aware. I will do my best for you. Thanks for watching.